of the World Cup 2023 Women Elite heading down towards turn number 1. Sakakibara, Willoughby and Merrill Smulders 1, 2, 3 into the corner. Mariana Pahan working her way into the top 4. Here comes Felicia Stansel down the outside. There is no doubt who is out in front in this final, taking a 4th World Cup win of the year and the series title. Saya Sakakibara of Australia is your World Cup champion for 2023.
Yes, she's an artist on a chaotic canvas. BMX World Cup winner Saya Sakakibara. Welcome to the show.
That's a great way of putting it. Thanks for having me.
I rode an e-bike home from the football. What? From the footy the other day, so I think we've, I'm just relating.
E-bike BMX.
Yeah, exactly. But do you still go on a push bike to ride for fun? Bell and a basket. Do you do any of that kind of stuff?
No, I literally just own all my race bikes, and they hardly ever get onto the streets. Only when training. But they're really, really uncomfortable to ride leisurely. Yeah. There's really low seats and the handlebars, they're no good. So I would go for the e-bike if I could. Yeah.
And wait, a bell and a basket? She's looking at the 1920s.
Breadstick out of it.
But she might be in Paris.
Yeah, that's true.
BMX is incredibly challenging physically, but tell us about how mentally challenging it is as a sport and for you.
Yeah, I really, really found it really hard. After my brother's accident in 2020 and a few of my own, had a few head injuries, concussions and things like that, the fear aspect of BMX really played with me, and every time I was on the gate, I convinced myself that I was going to crash. And that was just no way to be living or even doing any racing. And it really did take a few months for me to just step away from the sport and kind of just challenge or work on that a little bit more. And yeah, coming into a new season in 2023, I literally came into a new perspective. I worked on that mental side. I really worked through that fear, and I was able to get on the gate, trust myself again, and not be like, I'm going to crash. I change it to, I'm going to win.
Oh.
It's pretty good in terms of the way you just described that, and now that seems to have translated into the way you're racing currently. The UCI the Racing World Cup that's currently on. You're sitting number 1. You won in New Zealand, finished 2nd here in Australia. Do you have that? Do you move on to the US now, or how does it work with your preparations leading into Paris?
Yeah, so I started off quite strong. So the first 2 wins in the first 2 rounds, and then 2 seconds in the second 2, rounds 3 and 4. And yeah, so we have 2 more rounds left in Tulsa, and that's going to be the end of the season. So currently leading, it's really cool that I get to be in this position. I feel like I've really got into the groove of this racing again, and getting to that feeling of trusting myself. And I'm actually enjoying racing now. I'm not so fearful about it. So I think I'm in a really good spot.
And the tracks are phenomenal. I'm sure you've seen that change over time. I know what I grew up on with the BMX tracks are a little bit different to what you race on.
Yeah, I think so. I think the implementation of it into the Olympics, I think it just raised the bar even more. We're racing off 8-metre hills, which you go from 0 to 60 k's an hour in 2.5 seconds, and it's just all jam-packed. And I think that's what I love about the sport as well, just that, I talked about the fear a lot, but that's why I love it too. It really pushes me, it really challenges me to just step outside my comfort zone every single time I head out on the track. So it just, the growth I get from it is amazing.
I mean, Saya, you were touching on it before about, you can get pretty serious injuries, and I was stalking your Instagram only recently. I saw the concussion. It was a fair hit that you had. Yeah. It's also the kind of sport, because we've got some footage here where they'll get you before you even start. Yes. Because this is the start of a race. Bang. Gone. You watch it on the side. One guy escaped, the rest of them hit it.
Yeah, can we just preface this that that's not supposed to happen? That's a malfunction of a gate cart. It didn't go down when it's supposed to, and then everyone reacted when it's supposed to go, and it didn't go down. That's why that happened. So it's not any fault of the riders.
That guy had one job. Yeah, fair enough.
You spoke so beautifully about your brother, Kai, and you've given him so much support since his accident, and it was brutal, the comeback. And I heard you tell a lovely little story the other day where you felt a significant moment in his rehabilitation was when he swore at you for the first time. I thought that was a real brother-sister moment.
Yeah, I think just the whole process of the coming back from the traumatic brain injury, it was just so harrowing and so scary and just so much unknowns. And every day there was these little things that you would pick up. Sometimes it was the first time, it was like when he opened his eyes or moved his hand, said yes or no, whatever it was. And that time where he got mad at me and like swore at me was just like, oh yeah, he's coming back. It was just like another one of those little wins that I was able to take home and tell my parents, because I got to spend the whole day with him, and I was like, this is the first thing I'm going to tell my parents.
You've got a couple of non-negotiables that you do, one in particular daily.
What's my non-negotiable? Off? Cold shower in the morning.
Oh. And how long have you been doing that for, and why? I mean, hot showers are fabulous.
I know. You know what? I've been doing it for like 3 years now. It's been really good. I can't not have it now. It's just like one of those habits that you do. And I've been spending a lot of time in the Gold Coast, and what's been really crappy is that the cold shower isn't cold, and that's like almost like not nice. Like I need it to be icy.
Wow. We're in Melbourne. You can
That
come
would be
down.
nice.
Yeah.
With Paris coming up quickly, do you get a chance to ride the track prior to the Olympic Games?
Yeah, we actually do. The track is fully built now, and yeah, it's going to be open for all the riders to come in, and yeah, it'll be good to check it out.
Nice. And how do you feel then? Are we going for gold? Obviously, was it Shriver and Smulders are still involved? Sounds like a great law firm. How are you feeling in terms of your chances?
I think I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, I'm more focused on my journey, and I know where I was 2 years ago. I was thinking of quitting the sport. I was so scared of racing, and to come back to where I am now, I'm winning races, and like I said, I'm enjoying racing again. I think that's just what I really want to focus on, and everything I'm doing in my training has been really working, and it's just about keeping that consistency. So I think, you know, I'm excited. I feel like it's still so super far away, but it's actually quite close, and I really hope that I can get there healthy, and yeah.
Well, we hope so too, and we look forward to continued success from you. Thank you so much for dropping in.
so
It's
much.
been absolutely brilliant. Coming up, our champ of the week. Stick around.